in chat. I see you there, TT1. I was totally gonna troll TT1 at MLG and Kiwikaki ruined it. It was frustrating. Okay, so let me turn music back on, and then I have to get the scoreboard set up. And then we'll be ready to go. It's really cool to see that we're playing on Matchpoint, though. So we've got We Giga LoveCD as the blue protoss over here in the top right on Matchpoint. His opponent's going to be We Giga. That's not actually Edison, that's a LoveTT as the red protoss. So, huzzah, show scoreboard, and there we go. Actually, I have to fix this overlay because I moved it earlier on accident. Yeah, that's not in the right spot. It's annoying. Okay. So we've got a Protoss versus Protoss here on IC Cup Matchpoint. Like, seriously. I haven't seen this map in quite some time, but it's actually a pretty good map, and it presents a pretty interesting situation. He's not actually up 1-0, it's 1-0-0 for Protoss versus Protoss, because if you take a look at the natural, actually if you look here, there's a nice little point where you might be able to hide a pylon and do a direct warp in into the base, but that would require either getting into their base or an observer to pull off. And honestly, an observer isn't too far out of the ordinary with popularity of 4-gate warp prism shenanigans. You'd have an observer out, but the natural here especially is very interesting because this mineral block here, each one having 20 minerals, and you have to wall off here up against the minerals, or this really narrow choke point here that actually can be walled off by one gateway. But the issue is there's no real high ground defender advantage here for PvP. So the whole thing about, warping onto the high ground with your 4-gate, well, there's no pylon on the low ground to do that. And yes, I am referring to the 4-gate Friday takeoff. I am not in China. No. I am still in Ohio. But this is a really old school map from Brood War. Our map makers converted this pretty early on in the StarCraft 2 beta. And it has shown us a lot of pretty good games on it. They didn't really fix a whole lot about the map except for the symmetry, because it was not symmetrical in Brood War. And having a symmetrical map is generally considered good. So watching both these players to see what they're going to be going for. Neither player has taken their second gas, and both their cyber cores have finished. So we are past the point where you would be going for that really aggressive gas if that's what you're opting to do. Both players are going to be chasing the probes out of their base, but LoveTT being a little bit more tricky, trying to keep his probe in there for just a little bit longer. He wants to see if this is a stalker or a sentry that pops out, but he's not going to be able to stay alive long enough to do so because of the fact that he took one extra zealot hit there. So if he had been able to avoid that zealot hit, maybe take one shot from whatever range unit popped out of this gateway, that would tell him quite a bit if he saw a stalker or a sentry. But now it looks like he is actually just going to drop his second and third gateways. Not go for the fourth just yet, but he is sitting at 150 minerals. So there's the fourth gateway. So we got 4-gate. Gotta love the 4-gate from LoveCD. And LoveCD does appear as if he's sitting on his 3 at the moment. There we go, 3-gate with Twilight Council. So some form of a Blink build is on the way from LoveCD. Blink has been quite popular in PvP more recently, even before the warp gate change, because of the fact that Blink is just one of the most rewarding micro abilities in the game. And look at this, LoveCD actually did hunt down this pylon. If he can force him to cancel this will help him out a lot. If you can actually kill the proxy pylon before he can get any warp-ins, that actually delays the 4-gate by quite a bit, and it looks like the pylon will go down. The probe died as well, so that's a pretty huge hit to LoveTT. That's a huge deal. His 4-gate is significantly delayed because he did not pull any other probes. So he's just sitting on his 4 gateways, now having to drop a Twilight Council because that completely failed with that pylon going down and the probe dying as well. There's no real way he can keep up the aggression, so he immediately has to back off. LoveCD, realizing that his opponent has to back off, immediately drops a Nexus. We might actually see a macro game in PvP, folks. I know it's shocking. but it might actually be happening. Well, not really a macro game, but we're going to have Blink coming from both players. You can see LoveCD going for that, early economic advantage with that expansion. The main issue is if LoveTT scouts that Nexus, he will see immediately that his opponent is 400 minerals behind, and he realized that, a 4-gate can still work in this situation, but LoveTT is still missing that timing window where he wants to get that scout in. You can see he's being really sneaky with this probe, and LoveCD does have his units spread out quite nicely, really trying to deny scouting information. He's going to go right past this Zealot. He's trying to drop another proxy pylon. This probe has only one hit on it. The sentry's coming forward. He blinks over to kill it. There it goes. Probe is dead. There's another pylon down, though. And LoveTT's Blink upgrade is about to finish it up for him as well. Nice force fields trapping one of those stalkers, but a good Blink right as the upgrade finishes. Finishing at the perfect moment to save that stalker. Look at this, LoveTT attacking in before the cannons are up, before the extra gateways are up as well. This is the exact timing window that he did want. He did not scout it. He just sort of happened upon it by accident, and he's doing a ridiculous amount of damage to LoveCD. He's desperately trying to warp in more units, but it's just not working out for him. LoveTT, even without that scouting information, did manage to attack in right at the perfect moment when he was adding a bunch of extra buildings. The cannon was on the way, but not done yet. And there's the GG. So quick first game from LoveTT. It looked like he was a little bit behind, and if he waited much longer, he would have been. But that really nice sense of timing from him just worked out really well in his favor. So I lied about the possibility of a macro game in PvP. I'm sorry. I know I got your hopes up. I sincerely apologize. But that's the way PvP works. And that's why scouting that Nexus is really important, because if he had scouted that Nexus before he attacked in, then he would have known 100% that he could go and kill him. But either way, like, if that had gone a little bit longer and LoveTT had been given the time, I actually gave the win to the wrong person, because I'm an idiot. Wait, who won that again? That was LoveTT. Right. No, I was right. I was right. I think.